in this bag, I have one of the most expensive feature-filled helmets on the market right now. My name's Max, this is the 24MX Workshop, and if you want to see what's inside this bag, stay tuned. If there's one item in your gear bag that you might want to invest a little more money in, it's your helmet. So with that in mind, today we're going to show you the most premium, the most feature-filled helmet on the market right now. This is the Bell Moto 10 Spherical. So as we can see, the helmet comes with this nice carrier bag here. It's a like suede line to stop any scratching or anything while in transit. So Bell is one of the most historic and iconic brands in the motocross world, in the off-road dirt bike world. They started out life 100 years ago now, back in 1923, and that was as a parts manufacturer, and they started making helmets in the 50s and off-road motorbike helmets in the 70s. And they've come a long way since then. This is the top of the line Bell Moto 10 Spherical. So let's take a look at some of the features that this helmet boasts. So as you can see here, we've picked a colour scheme with no paint job on it, so you can see the carbon here. The helmet is constructed of segmented 3K carbon, which is very strong and lightweight, and that's kind of the most used, most popular carbon that you see out there in the wider world of motorsport as well. So perhaps the biggest selling point, the key feature of this helmet, is that spherical technology, which is powered by MIPS. Which you can see here, this sticker here indicating that we've got MIPS technology in there. Now MIPS stands for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System. And what MIPS has been designed and developed to do is to try and reduce the chances of a brain injury or a concussion in a crash. And it will do this by reducing the rotational forces that you will encounter during a motocross crash. This is the main job of a motocross helmet, and not all helmets on the market have this technology, so that's something that you definitely want to look out for when you are buying a new helmet. So the next feature that we'll take a look at is the thermal directional airflow system. Now motocross can be a hot and sweaty sport, so it's always nice to have some air venting through the helmet to keep you cool in a race or a practice session, and the Bell features a very, very good example of this. You can see the venting all the way through the front here, in these spots, and that just carries a flow of air through the helmet, and it comes out of the vents at the back there just for that extra airflow to keep you cool in a race. So the next feature that we'll take a look at is this, the flying bridge visor, which is easily adjustable with these high quality metal fasteners there. Easily twist and tighten to adjust the visor where you want it to be. Now flying bridge refers to this part of the visor here. You can see it's not actually attached to the shell of the helmet like you might see for other helmets or other brands, and the visor also has extra venting airflow to reduce drag at high speeds, and that's part of that flying bridge design. Next, let's take a look at a feature that's unique to Bell, and that's this right here, the NMR collarbone bumpers. Now this is a kind of hardened foam that's designed to absorb impact in a crash and try and prevent collarbone injuries. Like I said, this is unique to Bell. You don't see this on any other helmets out there. So moving on, let's take a look inside the helmet. First, we've got the double D-lock strap here, chin strap, but that's also got the Magnifusion strap holder there. You can see that. That's just to stop the strap from flapping around whilst you're riding. That might be a distraction or even a danger in some situations. But staying with the Magnifusion technology, let's just undo the helmet. We also see Magnifusion cheek pads here, or emergency release system. All you do is pull this toggle here and the cheek pad comes out so easily. Now this makes cleaning and washing the pads and the lining a lot easier, but it's also a safety feature, like I said, the emergency remove system. So with the cheek pads off like that, there's so much more room in the helmet to lift off of an injured rider's head. We don't want to be putting any extra strain or movement on an injured rider, on their neck or their head. So removing the cheek pads like that makes removing the helmet so much easier and safer. The Bell Moto 10 Spherical also features a nice panoramic goggle port. You can see it's nice and wide, nice and big, for a little bit more space in there, especially if you're wearing big goggles, roll-offs. You've got a bit more space, and that will make wearing those goggles a bit more comfortable as well. So depending on the shell size that you need, the helmet weighs approximately 1,300 grams, and that's thanks to that carbon shell. Like I said, nice and lightweight, but also very strong. The helmet also meets the ECE 20.06 standards, so you know it's safe and it's ready to go racing anywhere here in Europe. So that's the Bell Moto 10 Spherical, one of the most premium, luxurious helmets on the market, but also one of the most expensive. But like we've just seen, it's full with awesome features to protect you out on track. The helmet is available on the 24MX website. If you've got any more questions about it, drop them in the comments down below. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more episodes of the 24MX Workshop.